The World Vision Heroes for Children Award celebration is our opportunity to recognize and thank Canadians who have a heart for children and who have done something extraordinary. Your contributions are an inspiration to us and critical to our ability to help children and families. What does it mean to be a hero for children? And why are we recognizing these 6 individuals tonight? Well, their contributions and dedication are helping fight poverty and give kids the chance they deserve to thrive. They have demonstrated their concern for the well-being of children through their volunteer work, advocacy initiatives, leadership, public voice, and philanthropy. Our first award of the evening is the Courage Award, which recognizes individuals who have volunteered their time to help improve the lives of children, families, and communities. This award is named after 2 remarkable volunteers, brothers Todd and Trent Courage, who turned their mother's suggestion to go jump in the lake on New Year's Day into Canada's largest charitable polar bear dip, which has now raised nearly $2 million for clean water programs with World Vision. This year's recipients of the Courage Award are Reverend Verner Drost and Dr. Bernie Zebarth, who together lead an initiative called Freddie Link. The Freddie in Freddie Link refers to the city of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Freddie Link is a partnership between caring individuals in Fredericton and children and families in need in Haiti, through child sponsorship and more recently through clean water projects, which are critical during this pandemic. Their approach was simple. Back in 2009, they wondered how they could engage the residents of an entire city to come together to fight poverty, not only through their church or place of work, but as a community. Verner is the pastor of Smythe Street Church in Fredericton, and Bernie, the project coordinator, is a retired agriculture research scientist. Both have volunteered hundreds of hours of their time to support Freddie Link and have also traveled to see World Vision's work firsthand in Haiti. Their impact has been significant, not only in how they've engaged their city, but in the changes they've brought for the children and families in Haiti. Michael?
Well, Verner and Bernie, we are, on behalf of all of us at World Vision, congratulations. You are heroes for children. And I'm so glad that you're with us online today to be able to accept the Courage Award. We welcome you both to say a few words.
Thank you, Michael. It's a real joy to join such a wonderful group of people. You know, a few years ago, I was in a service and the preacher was preaching a message. And he was talking about God's heart for the poor and the needy. And I remember for some reason that sermon just wrecked me. And it just completely, I was totally overwhelmed with the burden on my heart. And I remember going forward and just bawling my eyes out and saying, God, I have to do something. And so I thought, what can I do? What can I do? And over the next few days, just in weeks, I was just pondering. And it came to me the idea that if one person can sponsor one child, why can't we inspire a community to sponsor a community? And I presented this to our church, and a few people came forward and got excited about it, and Freddie Link was born. And at first we had no idea what we were doing. And at first we thought, what if we could just at least go for 50, 60 kids? And we thought, well, that probably we could achieve that. And after some time of really working in the city and doing several venues, we saw over 500 kids sponsored in Haiti in one single community. We were able to take the mayor of our city there to visit and see what we had done. And that great team that I worked with, there was several people. The team leader was Bernie, and I'm going to get him just to tell you some of his thoughts on how this impacted him.
Oh, thank you, Michael. I'm very honored to have this award. It's a wonderful award, and I really appreciate it. But anyways, so Verner and I, we've been working with World Vision now for a little bit over 10 years, and I have to say it's been a real journey. And the first thing I wanted to do is say a big, big thank you, the wonderful, dedicated staff, World Vision Canada and World Vision Haiti. It has been a real pleasure to work with you. And I just briefly wanted to talk about some of the things that I have learned in that journey. And You know, the thing is it's so easy to look at the world and just think it's just overwhelming. There's so many challenges out there. Like, what do you do? And I guess the first thing I learned was that if you listen to your heart and you answer the call of your heart, you can do far more than you could ever imagine. And I really have come to believe that each of us, if everybody were to step up and did their part, doesn't matter how big or how small that part is, we could dramatically change the world. And I've really come to believe that. Another thing I really learned about is hope. So it was a real privilege. I was able to go down to Haiti on several occasions. I got to meet community leaders. I got to meet parents. I got to meet youth. And I was really impressed. They had such a sense of vision, a sense of hope, a sense of determination. And I was inspired. And I thought, you know, that hope, if we can give people hope, what a powerful gift that is, to be able to give hope. And then the other thing that surprised me is we spent all this time, we're working on trying to improve things in Haiti. And, you know, I never thought about what all of this would do to me. And I was surprised, like, not only did it enrich my life, but it actually changed me into a different person. And I'm a much better person for having been involved in Friday Link.
You know, it not only was that transformational for us individually, but it was a transformation for our church. Our church is not the same church it was 10, 12 years ago. It has absolutely changed the way we think, not only about Haiti, but how we think about ourselves and the richness that it has brought to us as a church. And so I really don't think, Bernie and I said, we don't really feel like we deserve this award, because in a sense, we just did what we should have done. We just did what we should have done. And I firmly believe, as Bernie does, if we all just do our part, we can literally change the world. And I thoroughly believe that. Thank you very much. So glad to be with you guys.
Thank you.
Well, myself being a daughter of the island of Haiti, Verner and Bernie, thank you for all you've done and congratulations once again. Je profite de moment ça pour dire nous merci.